Alright, so no intro today, but still follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and of course, all the AOLs, hashtag symbols down below. Anyways, Borderlands, the official live action thing. I just finished talking about this at the end of my video when I reacted to Digital Circus. I hope it's good. Only ones I'm having hope for is Jack Black and Cate Blanchett. Kevin Hart, I don't know, man. The last good movie I know he did was Ride Along 2, but then I got bored of him after Ride Along 2, and that was like 2015. And then did all the other ones. He's just the same character over and over and over again. He's really cringy and embarrassing and fucking obnoxious, bro. He's just screaming, like, oh my god, oh do this, oh my god, like, that's fucking goddamn annoying. So I pray he's not going to be an annoying piece of shit like he usually. And before anyone that's African American or black knows, because I'm not trying to be an R-word racist because he's a black guy or whatever, he was funny as fuck. To me, personally, the mid-late 2000s, early 2010s, Kevin Hart was funny as fuck. That's when all that crazy, I was teenagers, I was angsty, and I was stupid like that, like how he was. Of course, the comedy to me was going to be funny as hell. And sometimes you get into serious things too, and like the comedy is his tragedy and all that stuff. Other times, I don't know, and then he started kissing a lot of Dwayne The Rock Johnson's butt a bunch. He kissed his butt a bunch of times. I'm not even getting to that stuff. Even if they are friends IRL, it is what it is. So yeah, I hope it's good. I really don't hope they don't fuck up the female characters like Mad Moxie. The only things I remember about Borderlands is that Mad Moxie and Lilith were the really hot ass pieces of ass. I remember Rule 34, man. Back in my college, like high school, community college days, freshman, sophomore, I fapped out to so much R34 hentai porn. Corn to those two, Lilith and freaking Mad Moxies. Please don't make them SJW woke chicks. Please. The rest of it was really good. It was a real old school, like, not MMORPG. It's more like a Call of Duty version or like a dystopian version of what Call of Duty was, an FPS shooter thing, looter shooter sort of stuff. But it was a lot more of a funner time. From 2009 to 2013, I didn't play a shit ton of it. I played it occasionally because at that time I was playing old school shit like Killing Floor, Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac, a lot of old school stuff in the late 2000s, early mid 2010s. And after 2014 is like the last time I haven't played anything on Steam. So I don't even know anything about the franchise anymore. So I'm going to this freaking trailer with my own thing. I hope it's good.
God, I hate this planet.
Oh, that's what she's supposed to be? So that means Cate Blanchett's either playing Mad Moxie or the other chick. And the hardcore Borderlands fans that are still following this franchise, they're going to be the ones that are the real judges hardcore. I'm kind of like an old school casual fan of this franchise, so we'll see how good it is.
Would you look at that? A ladder! Unfortunately, my design doesn't facilitate this type of...
Oh, he's the voice actor in there for Jack Black.
Destiny awaits.
Gearbox. Oh, Gearbox is a part of it.
There's this massive treasure hidden in some secret vault. And if you go hunting for it, you'd better take any help you can get.
Oh, that chick was in there too. Oh!
Because it's on the weirdest, most dangerous dumpster fire of a world in the universe. God, I hate this planet.
Oh man,
what is that smell?
Pisquage gully.
Ew!
Put the window up.
I don't want to! Roll the window up!
It's Pete. It's Pete. Why do you think it's called piss wash? How did I get the name?
It's in my mouth!
I see this stupid TV dog. That part's cool. I'm with that. Oh shit, they brought in that. Oh!
Many people have died.
Brandon Lee's in this
Looking for
thing,
this
man.
vault?
He's an OG.
He has something they don't, baby girl.
That's good.
What? Major issues.
Take this forward. Really good station.
Time to make it rain with your body parts.
What did I tell you?
Oh, she's with that little
explosions.
chick. I forgot what her
No
name.
explosions.
Little something. I forgot her fucking name, man. This was 3 years ago.
Step aside, bitches.
That's funny.
Ooh,
That's
mine's
hilarious.
bigger.
I like that. Jack Black was so funny. Yeah, that was her. God, she's getting way over the
So
top,
you
man.
asked
Demi
for it.
Turner.
There's only one of you in the world, and you're special.
Oh, I know she's gonna be
Kill
good.
them all.
I know she's gonna be good. Oh! Shit, what? That got teleportation going on. What the fuck? That's cool. Alright. Nice stuff. Oh! Hey! Forgot they had a lot of old school CGI blowing the wind things, so I'm not surprised. That's how the video was.
What's happening right now? I'm expelling the excess lead. I can't go if you're looking at me. Actually, scrap that. I can. I really can. Actually, it's helping. Are we really ready for this to finish? Keep looking at me.
Yeah, thoughts, views, opinions, speculations. Oh, man. I didn't know those other two, like Brandon Lee and Jamie Lee Curtis, they're going to be a part of this movie? Bro, what? They were my old school nostalgia, man. Nostalgia for some of these actors, especially Jack Black. If any of you guys were 90s, early 2000s kids, you knew who the fuck those three were way back in the day. Like Cate, I think mid-late 2000s, early 2010s when I first heard about Cate Blanchett, so 2006. So I think she did a lot of girly romance movies I didn't give a shit about until she did like one or two of the Thor movies. I think she was in Thor Ragnarok 3. And then she did like one of the DC movies. And I know her from a little bit of work, but not too much. I always get her and that other chick, man. The one that did Chronicles of Narnia 1, 2, 3, the Ice Queen. Always got her fucking goddamn mixed up with the other chick, bro. And then Kevin Hart, this is the only thing, man. He may end up ruining it and fucking it up. All the real serious moments. Oh, comedy this. It's like, oh my God, what'd you do here? Oh, you gotta do that. It's like, oh, that's that type of shit. That's on that shit. Man, I got you, bro. That part, it's okay. But when he gets all crazy and psychopath, it's like, it takes the fun out of the freaking movie, man. It does. I'm sorry, it does. And Jack Black, he's going to be voice acting the little robot thing. I forgot who the little bunny girl was. I don't know who she is, because maybe some of you guys that are Gen Zers, you're probably more familiar who that is. I didn't grow up with her. So I have no idea who that chick is at all. Maybe I seen her in one movie and that's it. So it might be the second time I see her in a movie for Borderlands. I don't know how to say about this, man. I don't know if it's going to be real good. It's going to be real bad. It's going to have anything to do with the video games, the actual video game, like, campaigns, the story that was rooted in that story narration for the video games. Is going to have any adaptation to the movies. Or it's going to fuck up like the first season of Halo. They did the live action of that and Twisted Metal. They fucked those up really fucking bad. And I hated that. Twisted Metal was a freaking old school PS1, PS2 shit that I grew up with like a motherfucker. I was nostalgic to that. And they fucked it all up. No offense to the actor Anthony Mackie that was in there. He did his best. He tried to save it. It just wasn't good enough, man. I think it was a lot of screenwriters and the fucking production's fault. Fucking that whole franchise up as a live action TV series. Unfortunately. This is the thing. When they do video games or movies, they're taking a gamble, bro. If they do it as pure animation like they did with the Sonic thing, and then they mix it with real life, like they did with Sonic Hedgehog stuff, and the Mario thing, when it ends up being super mega successful like that, that's great. But when they do this live action shit and they do the adaptation from video games, it was all fake fantasy stuff and hologram stuff from like the console PC stuff to they try to do a live adaptation, like TV show live adaptation or live action movie. They fuck it up. 70-80% of the time they fuck that up really, really bad. So I really am hoping and praying, fingers fucking crossed, that this movie ends up being successful. And that's it. Let's get on to the random pop culture news stuff now. Okay, so Bandai Namco news. I haven't done any of this in like almost a month. Bandai Namco has canceled, unfortunately, on 5 different games. Bandai Namco announces the cancellation of 5 developer games as internal structure for the studio's development process. That means they probably laid off a bunch more of the people like they do with Activision Blizzard, freaking Ubisoft, EA. Now this shit. Bandai Namco, man. Hopefully they're not doing that, but they might be. That's extremely sad, man. It really is. Which one's the 5 games that they wanted? This is the one I wanted to talk about. If it's there. Okay, Bandai Namco's continuing working on Elden Ring game Shadow of Etrius Entry expansion. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, so they're still doing other shit, though. It says developer Supermassive Games has multiple projects work between Little Nightmares 3. There's a part 3 for that game? Little Nightmares 1 and 2 was already good enough. They're doing a part 3 for that? These video game studio companies are really stingy when they want you to spend and burn all your money into those franchises. I don't know. Launching this year, the new entry to Dark Picture Anthology, the recent release Tekken 8 has also been a massive success for Bandai Namco, obviously. Has already sold 2 million copies in just 3 weeks. Woo! Congratulations to them selling all that shit in Tekken 8. Actually, with all the franchise and physical and like digital stuff that they're selling off on there, a lot of whales are going to be spending a fuck ton of money on that. So that's probably why Bandai Namco is still successful as fucking. Almost 2024 too. It already is 2024. I was going to say 2025. I don't know what the hell. I was wrong with my brain. Bandai Namco is now restructuring the development cycle to boost video games and iconic brands. They didn't say which ones that they canceled, though, man. That sucks. Rising cost of development. Yeah, that's what it was. That sucks. It's a bitch. Oh, okay. I forgot they own the Gundam series, Sword Art Online series, and they had the Dragon Ball stuff, too. Dragon Ball Z stuff. Oh, I forgot that they make some of those games, too. Shit, totally forgot about that. This is some wild and crazy ass news here. I'm not going to talk about it. I think I'm going to do a separate video on this one because it went viral last week, Thursday. It's the 26th. No, Friday. Tifa Lockhart and Eric Gainsborough and Final Fantasy VIII Rebirth their swimsuits. I'm not even going to show the swimsuit part. I might show a little bit of it. That's all you're getting. That shit was funny as hell. I laughed so hard when I talked about it. I might do a separate video on that, even though it's probably going to be way irrelevant by then. But one thing I will say is Gareth looks way, way hotter as fuck. In my opinion, if I was still fapping out to R34 Japanese hentai anime corn, I'd probably be fapping off harder to Aerith than I would with Tifa. Even though Tifa looks super hot as fuck too, but she's overrated sometimes. I'm just saying. And this one's a little bit more sad. Sad we have to leave it in a controversial thing. I'm not going to read all this. I'm going to have to censor myself a little bit if you made it to the end of the video. This dude I grew up with a non-nostalgia with, man. From Jerry Seinfeld and the Seinfeld Show. If any of you guys were 90s kids, maybe older than me, your early mid-40s. You grew up maybe 1983 to 1999. You're probably old enough to be my older brother, older sister. Who knows? This guy was on top of the world until some allegations fell in the dude. Jerry Seinfeld gets hackled supporting that word. I cannot say. Because to do with the mustache dude. That's rhymes with the word yahtses. While attending a New York City Jewish event, comedian Jerry Seinfeld was leaving the event featured former Pittsburgh Barry West. This comes from Times of that word. I can't say it. In the Middle East. All right, so this is demonstrators heckled Cate as he left a Jewish event in New York City, accusing him for that. I can't say any of these words. I'm going to have to censor myself a shit ton on this one. Video showed Jerry Seinfeld smiling and waving down apparently unabrupt as he's leaving the 90... Oh my God, if he's nearly 92 years old, I thought he was like 67 years old. Wow. He's older than I thought. Maybe I'm going to have to look on Wikipedia down below. Who knows? And sometimes that's not even always 100% accurate. So move on. Center from the New York Times columnist Barry West was giving the wise annual state of the world of jewelry accessories. Demonstrators chanting, can't say that word, blank. As Jerry Seinfeld was escorted out by heavily police presence. They also called him Yahtzee evil German scum. Yada, yada, yada. New York Department, says 2 demonstrators got arrested. I can't say any of that stuff. All the stuff that's going on IRL in the Middle East, I cannot talk about none of that shit, period. Seinfeld visit Israeli and a show support traveling to see the evidence of the unfortunate tragedy that happened there. And a ravage PJC, yeah. Can't say no thoughts, views, and opinions on that. I'm not even going to touch that thing with a 10-inch poll because it gets to the politics and all that. You lose regardless which side you support. Any of the other people on the Palestinian side of the people, or you support any of the Jewish Israeli people. Hey, they're all human beings to me. It's sad that some, after 4,000 years, even when I grew up in a Christianity evangelical Bible church place, they've been fighting this shit for almost 4,000 years. Sad. It's a war that's probably never going to end until some rapture end of the world Armageddon shit event happens. Somebody else rules the world. It sounds like a fucking video game movie. If that truly does happen, I hope to God I don't stay here, but I might. Probably have to be in Arizona, Oregon, Washington, somewhere in the Oregon-Washington Canadian border. Spend the rest of my life in the forest, which sucks. I hope to God it never happens. But yeah, hopefully Jerry Seinfeld, he fights those cases. He has to get a bunch of lawyers. And that's it. Links to box down below, cards on the side, and that's it. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, bam, boys and fangirls, top of the see you when I see you guys today. Have a good night, wherever in the world out there. Stay tuned for your content channels with video game console news, anime, manga, VTuber, HoloLive news, VTuber indie news, video game industry news, and of course, celebrity gossip news, all the social media platform drama news, sports Cate, and of course, what's it called? Dexerto news, and of course, reaction review segments like this one, and strict, serious content, commentary videos like this one as well. Peace out, my sauerkraut, lazy my see you on the flip side. Take it easy, stay safe and long. Goodbye. Stay safe, cautious. I'm out of here. Peace. See you guys soon.